Welcome back to Clam 2 Open Mic. I am going to defend myself after last episode. I made a comment about thinking that Natalia was South African, and I am going to back myself up. I'm not right, but I'm not crazy. Droog is a word in both Afrikaans and Dutch, which is where a lot of Afrikaans comes from, because South Africa was a Dutch colony. Anyway, I wasn't entirely crazy. However, the source of droog in like more modern parlance comes from A Clockwork Orange, and apparently a Russian source. Although there doesn't seem to be it seems to be a slang term only. It's not like, at least there's not a good tracing of etymology from from a Russian root word. Anyway, there's a digression for no reason. Anyway, let's talk to this trucker. The large truck has one set. What? The large truck has set one of its hind legs, wheels, on the sidewalk. A half-assed attempt at backing up from the truck just down the street. What?
Hey, you. Got a sec? Can you help me out?
It's landlocked, motionless, as its impatient helmsman signals you over. You know, this is slightly awkward to read out loud because of the intermittent dialogue, but normally this is not the first game that I've run into that with. However, what's kind of odd is because it's mixing and matching the content, like the content that's read and the content that isn't. This would be just as awkward if you were just playing this by yourself, because it's still going to present you with a bunch of text and then read only part of it. And so you would still have to, like, either your brain is probably, unless you're more capable than me, is probably going to ignore one and concentrate on the other. Which in my case means focusing on the audio, then going back and, reviewing the text. Because the alternative is you ignore the audio and then read the text, focus on the text, and then you miss the audio because you can't play it again. Anyway, it's just slightly weird. One of those stylistic things, sort of like I was talking about in earlier sessions about how the mixing of stage direction and narrative and dialogue is all slightly odd. What do you need?
See that guy?
He points at the blue truck down the road.
That asshat over there has been sitting on his ramp doing nothing but scrolling on his phone. I need him to move. I've got a cargo to haul.
So why don't you ask him? You want me to make him move? Me? Why? What? Why couldn't I ask? Why? What? Why couldn't I ask you? Because I am an idiot, sir. Idiot's better than no idiot in this case. Look, maybe he'll move out of pity. Who knows? The guy won't listen to me. It's not like I can leave my truck long enough to convince him either. You want me to make him move? Yes, I'm very aware that I'm at the end. I'm very aware that I'm at the end of my rope. The guy won't listen to me. What's in it for me? He groans, looking around as if literally searching for something in return. Eventually his eyes settle on his truck. Fuck. Do you like butter? Butter is great. Look, I'll give you some butter. Just do it, alright? Sure, why not? Improv. Sure, but I'm gonna need half that butter right now and half when the job's done. No dice. You're getting the full amount of butter upon completion of the job. Something dawns on him. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? Listen, would you just tell the damn guy to move his truck? Sure, I'll help you out. Great, get to it. This shipment is already late. I don't care how you do it, just make him move. I need to get back on the road. About moving the truck. Get rid of it. Push it. Make the guy move it. Anything that lets me get out of here. Wait, why don't you just back up and drive around? Because this is my route. You don't deviate from the route. This writing is pretty good. Maybe you could deviate from the route just a little bit. As a treat. Look, even if I wanted to back up, there's a bunch of kids back there. My insurance doesn't cover that. I like how, in his mind, it's a foregone conclusion that he will run over those children. What if I make them move? He stops. The satisfaction of making the other truck move clearly means a lot to him, but eventually continues. If you can make them move, then maybe I can back up. We'll see. If he's on break, I should try to convince him it's over. Shit, if you think that'll work, well, then why not? Just make sure to hurry up, alright? Time is working against me here. Use time against it, huh? You say that in a really weird way, but honestly, I could not care less, so, He shrugs. How come you're hauling butter? I don't know. I don't care. I just haul. You should look into hauling mayonnaise instead. Way more versatile. I don't know what that means, and I honestly could not care any less. Please stop talking. I should get going. Finally, a good idea. Now get to work letting me do the same. Oh, wow. There's some great stuff in this game. I am very much enjoying it. Alright. We'll leave the truck for a little while. What's up, Window Ray? Niharika. Two curious little eyeballs are following you, making your way up and down the street. When you stop and turn towards her, the girl in the window bobs down for a second, then pops up again with a big smile. Hi. Hello there. She passes you a shy wave with her left hand. She has hands? My name is Niharika. Do you have a nickname? She leans over the windowsill to whisper. My dad calls me Niha, but Mom says I should use my full name. You can say Niha too, even though you're not my dad. Sure thing, Niha. What's your favorite kind of food? Yeah, why not? I like gargling and rinsing sand for plankton. It's an acquired taste. Niha doesn't know how to respond to that. Yeah, me either. Oh, okay. Suddenly she's distracted by something inside the apartment. All you hear are faint, tinny noises of people speaking, probably a TV. Niharika remains frozen for a second, zoned out, with a blank expression. Eventually she turns back to you, pressing her lower face against the windowsill. What you doing? I ask myself that every day, Niharika. Oh, I'm sorry. Should you be talking to a child like that? Yes. Yes, children need to know the existential horror of reality. If they can't hack it, too bad. Like what? You know, using that kind of self-deprecating tone sounds a little sad. Kids notice stuff like that. Should you be that real with them? What if it's just the way I feel inside? I mean, you could consider if this is the right outlet for it. You know what? Fair point, game. Fair point. No, probably not. I'm not telling you how to be you. It's just something to consider. Now let's give her a more interesting answer. I'm doing quests. What's that? It means I go around helping people. Niha looks up at you. She almost looks hopeful doing it. That's very nice of you. Helping people is very nice. Maybe you... Mid-sentence, she covers her mouth and stops. She looks around and eventually drops her hands, almost like she forgot why she did it in the first place. It sounds like Niharika has run out of things to ask you. She turns towards the sound coming from inside the apartment again, but she's not as mesmerized this time. You notice that between glances over the street, the TV, and the apartment, she keeps looking down at something between her and the window. That's creepy. What are you looking at? What have you got there, Niha? She looks down and turns her shoulders from side to side. It's a letter. Did you write the letter, Niha? Another nod. Who's it for, Niha? I wrote it for my dad. He lives in a fancy house, but it's really far away, and I can't go out very far. You can't go out? How come? I can get sick really easy. That's why I stay inside. Where exactly does your dad live? It's really far away, but I have the address on the letter so the postman can get it to him. Aren't you gonna put it in the mail? She ducks down below the window again. I can't go outside. I'm not allowed to. I can put your letter in the mail, Niha. Her jaw drops and her shoulders tense up. Really? Can you do that? Thank you, sir. She lifts the letter over the windowsill and hands it to you. There's a mailbox across the street, behind you, sir. You got it, Niha. I'll be back in a moment. She squeals with joy. Yay, thank you. Oh. You step in front of the mailbox, and the letter hatch opens. You hear coughing as some dirt and dust settles. No, this mailbox is closed today. Have a nice day. No, you fucking explain yourself. You're not closed at all. You're a dude. I swear I'm a mailbox, not a dude. I've seen a lot of dudes and mailboxes in my day, and I'm 72% sure that you are, in fact, a dude. The man in the box groans. You're right. I'm sorry. I am a dude, not a mailbox. My name is Dev. I'm Niharika's father. Listen, I saw you talking to Niharika. That's her letter, isn't it? Were you spying on us? Not spying, just keeping an eye out on my daughter. He squints at you. Her mother wouldn't let her mail it, right? I didn't ask. Alright, I'm willing to bet that's it, he sighs, and I get it. Okay, look. I can't let you send that letter. Bring it back to her, alright? Tell her the post is closed or something. Okay, why? Please, man, I'm begging you. Just give her back the letter and walk away. Alright, I'm going to need an explanation. It's hard to tell through the mailbox, but he looks like he's rubbing his temples. Look, you're not an idiot. I'm sure you understand what's going on here. Ha, charade you... Charade? What? Charade you are. I am an idiot. Right, in that case, maybe I do have to explain. Me and Niharika's mother obviously don't live together anymore. We're not together in any shape or form. Nia's mom doesn't really like me that much anymore. There's some baggage there. Long story short, I may or may not have given them a fake address and told them I work a really prestigious job. The address on the letter doesn't exist. There, that's the whole story. Will you please return it to her? So you're lying to your daughter and your ex-wife to prove you're not a loser? I get the irony. No need to spell it out. Is that enough? What more do I need to say? You know what? We're gonna figure out what else he needs to say in the next episode. I'll see you guys then.